Hi everybody, it's Dolly here, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to go through some nightmare games and I'm going to show you how to do the best, most effective nightmare game and not die solo. Okay, so we're going to apply our nightmare setting and we're going to do this on Tanglewood just because it's easy. It's the smallest map, it's usually one that everyone starts to, everyone has access to it straight away. And it's only got a few rooms. So the bonus with Tanglewood is that it is quite small, and there's only 2 levels to it, and there are hiding spots which are quite easy to find. So where you want to aim for is this room here. We'll go in and I'll show you after I've got the breaker on. But behind the cot is occasionally an open space, but behind the changing table is an open space, and that's always open. It's not an official hiding spot, but it does a good. So as you can see, I've got mainly tier 3 equipment. I don't use tier 3 smudgies. I prefer the tier 2 ones, just because the tier 3 ones, they kind of they pause the ghost rather than turn it around and go back the other way. So if you're hiding in a hiding spot and the ghost comes towards you and you smudge it, with a tier 3 the ghost will just stop for a few seconds and then carry on walking, so it's still going to come and find you. Whereas with a tier 2, 99% of the time the ghost will come towards you, you'll get smudged, and the ghost will turn around and go off the other way. So we've got Ronald Douglas. We need to repel the ghost with incense whilst it's chasing someone, get an average sanity below 25%, and detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. Okay, that all seems fairly easy. I'm going to go for a perfect game as well, by the way, not just surviving. We're going to go for the perfect game. Okay, this is like the 8th time I've recorded this bit, but let's try and get it right this time. The first thing I'm going to pick up is going to be the lighter, because I always forget it. I'm then going to go for the thermometer, and I'm going to do a temperature check, pretend I didn't do that already. So we've got a temperature of 9.5 degrees, and we're also going to grab both of the cameras. Quite often a ghost will event on you straight away. It's always useful to have the cameras so that you can record the ghost. So we've done that, we've got that, we know it's raining because we can hear it. Now the problem with Nightmare Mode is that you don't know where the breaker is, but the bonus of Tanglewood is that there are only 2 places where the breaker is going to be. It's either going to be in the garage here, or it's going to be downstairs in the basement just here. So we're going to go to the garage first, and then we're going to go into the basement. Now I don't have any anything to make my screen lighter. I've just lightened it to the maximum settings on here, so it's at 250% brightness, and that's all. You can get programs which will lighten it up a little bit more for you. That's up to you if you want to use those. There is no shame in doing so. It is good to see things. Talking of seeing things, straight away there we've got ghost orbs, so we know before we've even entered the house that the ghost is in the living room. It's the bonus of using the camera straight away. I'm going to turn all the lights on that I think I need. I'm going to take a video of that. I'm going to keep hold of this camera just because it's easy for us to see. Right, there is no break in there, so we're going to turn these lights on quickly to go downstairs. We want to try and keep our sanity as intact as possible, so having the lights on is always going to be a massive bonus. What we always want to do is take a photograph of the bone and then pick the bone up, and also we want photographs of the cursed objects. The Ouija board would be there, the summoning circle would be there, obviously they're not. We don't want to be running around flicking the breaker on because we've blown the fuses, so we're going to turn lights off as we go. So we're going to check for the monkey paw, which isn't there. We're going to scoot around the table, just check for the bone. The bone can sometimes be in really odd places, like up on top of the radiator. I've had it kind of like rammed under the table, literally leaning on that. That took me ages to find. I've had them on there. Basically anywhere that the ghost can spawn, the bone can spawn. And some of these have player hitboxes, but not necessarily ghost hitboxes. As you can see, you can walk straight through the chairs. So we know the temperature here is going to be 11, and the temperature there is going to be 4.5. We're going to leave the thermo in there. And we're just going to look for the bone in here. Aha, one bone. take the picture, pick it up. Are we going to look for Cuthbert, the voodoo doll? He's not there, so we can't take that photo. So we've either got the mirror, the cards, or... Actually, I might leave that on just in case. The mirror, the cards, or the music box. So we're going to look for the cards, and it is the cards. Grab a picture of those, and then pop that there, and then pop that camera there, and then leave the property. When you want to check stuff, like I want to check my not videos, my photos came out, leave the house to keep your sanity intact. So we've got a picture of the bone, we've got a picture of the tarot cards, we've got a video of the ghost orbs, and we can put down ghost orbs. Now on nightmare mode you will only get 2 evidence, and everything else you've got to kind of work out by yourself. Now, I like to put these out first, the dots, and also whack a crucifix down, just in case it's a fae, or you can get a mimic doing its best demon impression. That's never that fun. This is the tier 3 crucifix, so it's got a massively wide range, so I can basically cover the whole room just by putting the crucifix there. But if you've got lower equipment, then you can just use a couple, or put them wherever you think the ghost might spawn to, or even better, put it wherever you want to escape to, so that you leave yourself a clear path to... supposing I wanted to hide in this cupboard, I would make sure that this area here was covered, and I could go and hide in here without fear of the ghost spawning behind me. We can now go straight over here. Always press record straight away, because you never know that a ghost might wander past, or the ghost might throw something, or, you know, if you've got the writing book out, the ghost might start ghost writing. If you record it straight away, then you don't have to worry about it afterwards, especially if you're playing solo. If there's a group of you, you can have like one video person and one camera person. There we go, I've just caught object thrown, and a dots ghost. Perfect. We don't need any more. We don't need any more object thrown. Thank you, thank you. Don't forget, if it does it twice, like this one here, you're going to have to delete it. But we now know we've got dots, so we can cross off dots. So we know the ghost is a Thay, a Yurei, a Banshee, a Yokai, or a Raiji. We're not going to get any other evidence, so there is absolutely no point whatsoever taking out the book. I will take out the EMF. There's no point taking that out, because we've got dots, it cannot be a mimic. We're not going to bother with the UV, again for the same reason. We are going to take... We needed that, didn't we? Motion sensor, yep. Can't check our sanity, because we're on nightmare. I've been playing a lot of custom games recently, and I've had the boards switched on. So I just need to get used to not having the boards again. And we're going to take the salt. Okay, so the reason for doing all of that is so that we can take videos, because we will need to get 2 more videos, 3 more pictures, and all of our things. Now, what we're going to do... Hello, sir. What did you do with my camera? Oh, you viewed it over there. Okay, thank you. I'm not going to set this out now. I'm going to pop that one out, because we might as well. Actually, are you going to let's take a video of that? Are you going to walk past that quickly? There we go. Done. I find this irritating as hell, so I'm going to pick that straight up. Yeah, so I'm not going to put the salt out yet. We're going to go back to that in a minute. Just in case it is a Thay, we don't want to be wasting time in there draining our sanity if we don't have to. So it's easier to get all of the equipment out there, and then do everything at once. So we've only got to get 1 more video, haven't we? So I might not bother... I know I will take the candle out, because the candle you can take the sound with as well. And then I'm just going to grab one smudgy, and I think that will do us for the minute. So the idea now is we're not going to carry on working out what the ghost is. We're going to try and complete all of the things to be a perfect game. So we need to get 1 more video. I will try and video the ghost blowing the candle out, or the ghost walking through salt. And this will be the ghost doing the candle thing, possibly the crucifix popping, and hopefully a ghost event or something. And then we need to get an average sanity below 25% and repel the ghost in the incense whilst it's chasing someone. But we should be alright. I'm guesstimating that we're down to about 70% sanity at the moment. But we're going to pop that there. And we're going to turn that on. Because sometimes you will get sound straight away. Creepy ass laugh. So that's one down. Always worth turning that on as soon as you come into the house. We're going to put one of those there, one of those there. Quickly swip over to the video camera. Get the salt straight away. Oh, we got a door. Oh, and we've got all the things happening at once. No, I missed it. Okay, so if the ghost hunts now, I intend to run down this way, run up this way, which is 2 light sight breaks. Well, this should be already turned on. And then I'm going to go to one of these 2 places. This is occasionally open. This is always open. If the ghost is crawling, it will see you and it gets to about there. In which case you're dead, but at least you tried, sort of thing. So that is my favourite place to hide. If you've got a smudge, you can always go and put a smudge there. Okay, it's one of those. Cold. Right, did I get all of those? Yes. Awesome. So much happening so quickly. Right, so now we need pictures. So we're going to get 1 picture of the camera. And we need 2 more pictures. So I'm hoping for another ghost event. Or the ghost to walk past here and give me a dots ghost thing. I'm assuming the ghost is still here. Okay, so the ghost that it could be is Raiju, Yokai, Banshee, Yurei, or a Thay. Now, a Thay possibly would have hunted by now. They can hunt from the 80% and they tend to be more aggressive than other ghosts. Same with the Raiju. Raiju, I also feel, tends to turn the breaker on an awful lot more. It could be a Yokai. Oh, we can test it out whilst it's hunting. A Yurei loves playing with doors. Absolutely loves playing with doors. And the Banshee won't leave you alone, so if you were to go and hide somewhere, it might follow you about. So what we could do actually is if we take that... Oh, no, I need a photo. Where are you, sir? Oh, I don't know where it went. I don't know where that was, see. That sucks, because that would have been my last photo that I needed. Yeah, that's annoying. That's what we're going to go and check down here. Right, we've got no hiding there. What I think we're going to do is we're going to pop that down there. If it's a Banshee, this will go off. The ghost has got no business being over here unless it's super roamy, which can happen. But if we sit here for a minute and then this goes off, we know it could be a Banshee. Right, it's just turn the breaker off. So if Jinn was an option, we could cross that off. Just listening to see where the ghost is. I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to let it hunt. And then we will go and do things like turn the breaker off, turn the breaker back on again even. So what I think I'm going to try and do, if Ghosty will let me, is go and grab the crucifix, because I'd quite like to keep that in one piece. Actually, okay, Ghosty's hunting. It's a Thay. No. I actually think it's a Raiju, not a Thay now, because you can hear it slowing down. Yeah, you can hear it in the garage, it's slowed down. So it's a Raiju. Right. So that's that is a proper hiding spot. But the ghost still came round and tried to kiss me. So you know, it's always best to have a smudge there. Just put a smudge there, you don't have to carry it around with you. So we know it's a Raiju. We know we've got all of our media sounds, we've got all of our videos, We need to get one more photo. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare. That is going to be a bit of a pain. We also need to repel the ghost with incense whilst it's chasing someone and get a sanity below 25%. It wasn't chasing me because it hadn't actually seen me. It was about to. But with these smudges, it will turn it around and go the other way. Actually, is that? No, it's only half. It's only half knackered. So we've got a couple of options now. We want to try and get down to 25% sanity. And we also don't want to be unalived. We can also have a look and see if there's anything on the dailies. So discover the ghost type. That will hopefully happen off this one because it is a Raiju. Play with another investigator. Ain't happening. Capture a unique ghost photo. We need to get 3 of those and find 3 bones. So we found the bone for this map. We need to try and get the photograph of the ghost. So I think what we're going to do... We will take that back in again. So the ghost can hunt again now because it's gone a minute and a half. So we'll reset our timer. And we're going to pop this down. Like there. And then we're going to try and get out without the ghosty trying to hunt again. And then we're going to grab another crucifix and pop that down. So just make sure that the ghost doesn't try and spawn behind us. And we'll just put that there up. Okay. Well, we didn't want that like that anyway, did we? And I'm going to grab another smudge because one of these smudges I want to use to smudge it whilst it's chasing us. And then when we go and hide, I don't want it coming around, you know, trying to be overly intimate. So what I think I'd like to do is I would like to take a picture of a ghost fart. Misform, excellent. I didn't expect to be able to do that. That's another reason why you should have your camera on you at all times if you're just wandering around with spaces in your inventory, because sometimes you get lucky. Well, that definitely beats waiting around for a ghost event. So yeah, we know it's a Raiju, we've got the things. We just need to get an average sanity below 25% and smudge it. So we're going to go back and get the other smudge, because we might mess this up. Rather than running backwards and forwards, whilst we're near the truck, we might as well grab it. Do a quick lighter check. And I think I'm going to risk going and putting the breaker on. Then we can go around and look at all the places that we could hide. Let's turn the light on down here. It can be very tricky to hide down here. Sometimes you have like a board leaning here, and you can hide behind here. However, the ghost can spawn here. So if this is your ghost room and you're hiding there, be aware the ghost can spawn literally in this particular hiding spot with you. That's happened to me before. It wasn't pleasant. In an emergency, that does. But if the ghost comes to there, it will see you. Okay. Oh, that was hunting then. Obviously here you've got line of sight break here. If you like looping the ghost. If you rubbish at it like I am, then, don't worry. You could also go behind here. This does not break line of sight, and the ghost can morph through the chairs, where sometimes you get stuck on them. And over here, occasionally there is hiding in there. And then here you also have another line of sight break. I don't like looping around the car, because if you're crouched, you can't see where the ghost is. And if you're standing up, then you don't have the line of sight break. Don't bother going into that room there. There's nowhere to hide in there. There is a bathroom and a closet, but the ghost does go in there and it will see you. You can hide here in a real emergency. You can crouch and pull this over you, and the ghost cannot see you. But sometimes it can. But as an emergency, it's perfectly valid. You do have a hiding space there, but like I said, the best ones, for the most part, are here and here. Okay, so you can hear it slowed down. So you can hear it slowing down when it's not near any of the electrical equipment. We're going to try and get Ghosty to come over to us. Oh, and the hunt was over just like that. Yeah, I'm a bit of a wuss. I don't like being unalived by ghosts, especially when I've done all the stuff. So we're just going to turn all the lights back on again. And it will hunt again in a minute, I'm sure. Yeah. And now you decide to join the dots. Okay, so it's hunting again. Hopefully it will come around the corner and see us. There it is. Hi, Mr. Nakey. And then quickly get another smudge in your hand, just in case. That's right, Karma. But you can hear it speeding up and slowing down its footsteps. Because Raiju, when it's near electronics, it will speed up, and then when it's not near electronics, it will slow back down again. So we've got all of our objectives done. We've got all of our pictures and videos and stuff, and we have circled that it's a Raiju. I'm just going to double check. But yeah, there we go. It was indeed a Raiju. Sometimes, if the ghost spawns and it's going quickly straight away, your first thought is going to be a Thay, because mine's always a Thay, because I can't stand Thays, because they're evil and they always try and chase me and hunt me. No, nothing personal against them, I just think, you know, they should leave me alone sometimes. I don't have a good track record with Thays. Actually, are they my most killed, most deaths to ghosts? I'll check that out in a minute. I can't remember what it was. It used to be Thays, used to kill me all the time. Usually because they would hunt at 80% sanity when I just wasn't ready for them. But yeah, so that is with the Discover the Ghost type, $2,249, 2,249 XP. It's definitely worth doing. So let's have a look at my statistics. My most deaths is still to a Thay. Yeah, Thays are a pain. Anyway, that was our quick foray into doing nightmare mode, getting the perfect games, and also finding out what the ghost is, and more importantly, living. I hope you found that useful. If there's any other things like that that you'd like to see, just let me know down in the comments. Drop a suggestion down there, and I'll see what I can do. If you haven't liked the video yet, then please like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do that. It would be absolutely amazing, and I would really, really appreciate it. Take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!